Shattered is an RPG we all started a few years back actually, and it's just something that we wanted to incorporate a more open, free environment for players to be in and explore. I've been involved since the start. The history behind it, really, pretty much at one point we all sat down and said, you know what, let's make our own system. Shattered, we tried to make a lot different in that we did our best to make it more open and classless and free to make a character how you wanted it.
The world of Shattered is a desolate, destroyed, post-apocalyptic world. About 3,000 years ago, the world as they knew it was destroyed by the ritual of a death cult that failed, but ultimately flipped continents over, boiled the oceans away, replaced them with molten rock. But also there's a lot of diverse places that you can go. You can go from the chaotic city of Neroth to Hell, which is a grave city and just full of undead and zombies and things like that. Or you can travel, to places like the Glass Forest, which is a place of massive skyscraper-sized obsidian spikes that stick out of the ground.
I created a character from scratch, and to begin with, they were kind of like a rogue. As time went on, the character evolved into something completely not roguelike. He was a gunslinging assassin that could shoot magic. Later on, he eventually developed skills that allowed him to create illusions. And these illusions could hurt anybody passing through them, while he laid down fire from afar.
My favorite race right now are the Wretched. They're a race of brutish mutants, and played out in the game, the way that they are differentiated is that they gain mutations much more easily than other races do, and these mutations range from things you'd expect, like extra arms or extra eyes or perhaps an extra heart or something like that, or gills, anything you want really, all the way up to things like what we call the chest burster, which is a giant gaping maw in your chest that you can use to devour smaller creatures and monsters and even people if you're big enough.
To give up as much feedback and opinions and just what they'd like to see in this game as much as possible. That's pretty much the entire point that we started Shattered. The money from Kickstarter hopefully will get us a ton more art. That's going to be the biggest issue we've dealt with so far, is just art. We'd like to get as much, because it's a unique world, one that's not really, you have no idea what you're going into when you first pick it up. We want to illustrate it as much as possible.